Welcome to the new era of the WWE, where these are the champions who will lead us into the future. Oh. Wait a minute. Never mind. So then who are they saying is going to lead us into the future now? Ah, shit. A while ago, I made a video talking about how I went to a live WWE event and was stunned by the change in makeup of the fan base. How it no longer felt anything like the Attitude Era's college-like environment, and now it was just a bunch of screaming kids and fanboys. That was years ago when I made that video. Now, I finally go to another WWE live event, and I am shocked by just how much the fan base has deteriorated even further. I mean, man, if you want any more evidence that the WWE product is no longer for us, just try going to one of their live events. Man, it feels nothing like the Attitude Era. You will feel like a fish out of water over there. Back in the day, like around 2007, you would see random people online posting messages on message boards talking about how it looked like the WWE was deteriorating their product, about how it looked like it was going back to being for little kids and stupid adults. And these people making these observations, they would get criticized by fanboys for it. Well, now, you go to a live event and their words are ringing loud and true. Man, from the moment you park your car and stand in line outside the arena, you realize that you do not belong. Instead of the Attitude Era's college-like atmosphere, you are now surrounded by screaming little kids and adults who look like they have 5th grade educations. There seem to be 3 major groups of PG era fans. You got your sea of little kids, and they're all decked out in John Cena merchandise. And then you got your adults who look like they have 5th grade educations, and they're also decked out in John Cena merchandise. Like, you know the moron that takes your ticket at the movie theater? You're like, Theater 5, 3rd door to your left. Yep, that guy. Hundreds of them. All decked out in Cena merchandise. And then for the 3rd group, you got your nerdy elitist fanboys wearing their ROH shirts and acting all proud because they're more knowledgeable than the little kids and stupid adults. So you got your kids, your stupid adults, and your fanboys. But then there's another group, a subgroup, and that's the big fat chicks. And for some reason, they all like Dean Ambrose. So you'll see a whole bunch of them together, and they're all wearing their tight-fitting size 4XL Dean Ambrose t-shirts, and when Dean Ambrose comes out, they're like going crazy, jumping up and down, stomping the floor. Dude, if I'm sitting in section 100, and they're sitting in section 200, they had better not be right above me when Dean Ambrose comes out. I'd be scared for my life. So you're sitting in the arena next to Mr. Smelly 5th grade education shoving a hot dog in his mouth. You got your little kids running around everywhere. You got your giddy ROH fanboys over there leaning next to the railing. And you got the wonderful sight of the fat chicks in their tight 4XL t-shirts dancing to the arena music. And you're sitting and you're wondering to yourself, what the hell am I doing here? How the hell did we get this far removed from the Attitude Era? And then, in a show of unity, the morons, the kids, the fat chicks, and the fanboys all start going, yes, 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 for no damn reason. And then they start chanting, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. But it's not what you think. It's not half the crowd chanting let's go Cena and the other half chanting Cena sucks. It's everybody chanting both, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. So it's like a fat chick, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, you know? And as Attitude Era fans, you look around at this and you just think to yourself, dude, this just is not our scene. It just isn't. And it's been like this for a while. When I asked my friend to come to this WWE live event with me, he said he doesn't go to wrestling events anymore because he's tired of being one of the only ones standing in line who still has all his teeth. But nevertheless, going to this live event has been educational for me, I think. I think it's helped to answer some confusing questions, such as, how the hell do people look at Dean Ambrose and think that he has the look? How the hell do people keep falling for the same John Cena storylines over and over again, and now they think Kevin Owens is the next big thing? How the hell do people think that catchphrases like, I'm awesome, are good? And how the hell can people want promotions like TNA to go out of business? Like, you think to yourself, how can people think these things? And then you look at the fan base and it's like, oh, so that's how. Now, one of the things that confused me about this WWE live event was that the ring announcer was a female wearing the tight little miniskirt. Now, why the hell, in this PG era, where John Cena is fighting the forces of evil, do you need a ring announcer in a tight little miniskirt? Like, what PG era group is that targeting? I mean, it's not the kids and it's not the fat chicks, so I guess that leaves the morons and the fanboys. And there's no reason to cater to the fanboys because they watch no matter what, so there's no reason to pay any attention to them. So I'm guessing it's for the morons. Hey, Miss Ring Announcer person, we're going to need you to wear a tight little miniskirt when you ring announce in order to cater to our moron demographic. Another thing I've noticed about the PG era is its apparent fixation with kissing. There's so much kissing in the PG era. You got women fighting over kissing Fandango. You got AJ Lee kissing wrestlers. You got Lana kissing Dolph Ziggler. You know, like, what's with all the kissing? You know, what PG era fan group is that targeting? What, the fat chicks? Well, if it's the fat chicks, then Lana should have kissed Dean Ambrose because they like Dean Ambrose. Like, look, whoa, I just thought of something. If Dean Ambrose gets kissed in the ring, I definitely do not want to be sitting under the fat chick section when he gets kissed. Man, I would be terrified. Like, they'd be jumping up and down. My roof would be shaking. You know, I'd be afraid they'd come crashing through. You know, it's like, here they come! By the way, Dean Ambrose was at this live event, and when he was standing right over there, I was screaming, come over! Come over! Get Rogaine! Get Rogaine! You know, of course he ignored me and was staying in character and then walked away, but I'm guessing that if he stayed there and I kept screaming at him, he would have stayed in character, but then you would see like a little tear coming down his eye, like, come over! Come over! Get Rogaine! Get Rogaine! And he'd be like, isn't it funny how even though this is the PG era, the female wrestlers I respect the most in terms of look and talent all come from previous eras? There was a time when you looked at female wrestlers like Medusa, Chyna, and Bull Nakano and saw the potential for a respectable women's division with looks, talent, and class. But instead, it just turned into a bunch of interchangeable, forgettable Barbie dolls that are just there because of their looks. And now, they don't even have the looks anymore. Who the hell in TNA hired those ugly-ass dollhouse girls? Dollhouse girls? More like doghouse girls. They look like they were born from an alien queen. They're like Dean Ambrose. They don't have a good picture. Look at this. They look like they got hit in the face with a shovel. It looks like something out of a scary movie. Catch the series finale of Mountain Monsters tomorrow night? I think I'm looking at it right now. Dean Ambrose should marry one of these girls. Have some kids that look like aliens with comb-overs. Are you telling me that with all the female indie talent out there, that the women we see in TNA and WWE are the best we can get? Are you telling me that Paige is the epitome of women's wrestling? Let me tell you about the first time I saw Paige. The first time I saw Paige was the Raw after WrestleMania 30. And this is the truth. The first time I saw her, I honestly thought her character was a zombie. I thought her character was a zombie because she had too much makeup on. So her face was like bright white with the black circles around her eyes, but then the rest of her body was like skin color. So it like didn't match. It was like bright white skin color, you know? So I thought she was a zombie. I thought she was like a poorly executed female Undertaker. But then she starts talking like a little girl and I'm like, huh? Next thing you know, she pins AJ and becomes the new women's champion, and she's like all emotional with the bright white face and the black circles, like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is the new face of women's wrestling? Well, the new face of women's wrestling has too much makeup on it that doesn't match the rest of her body. Now, I don't want to end this video leaving any impression that I somehow have something against young fans having a good time at a WWE show. Not at all. If young fans have a great time at a WWE show, then that's great. All I'm saying is that I feel like the product it's just not for us anymore. I mean, look, I know what it's like to be a young, loyal WWE fan because I was one. Look, I was so pro WWE during the Monday Night Wars. So pro WWE. I mean, I remember this one time, I was at a Monday Nitro, and I was wearing my WWF Bret Hart shirt. Now, WCW, they were taking away all the pro WWF signs and making people wear their WWF shirts inside out, but I somehow got by them. So what I was going to do was that during one of the live Nitro matches on TV, I was going to run through the crowd in the back wearing my WWF shirt going, yeah! You know, because, look, this is the heat of the Monday Night Wars, alright? WCW is kicking WWF's ass, and here I am on Monday Nitro. I needed to represent. So I make it all the way to the floor section of the arena, still in my WWF shirt, and I see a path behind the fans where I can make it on camera. Then, during one of the matches, I see a clearing, and I kick off. But then, just as I'm about to make it on camera, one of the security guys finally spots me. So just as I'm jumping in the air with my WWF shirt going, yeah! He jumps in the air, intercepts me, and Boss Man slams me to the ground. I never made it on camera because he pretty much threw me off the screen. Then he starts screaming at me to turn my shirt inside out. By the time I make it back to my seat, my friend is like, dude, that guy just threw you off the damn screen. Now, it should be made clear that I never tried to jump the barricade at this wrestling event. I stayed in my fan seating area. I was just trying to make it to the part of the fan seating area that was on camera, right? But still, this just shows you how I know what it's like to be a young, loyal WWE fan. Look, I pretty much took a bump, right? I took a Boss Man slam as a young, loyal WWE fan in WCW territory. If that ain't love, I don't know what is.